Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with me and watch this video. Today we will make something for Easter. So these are the items we will need to make our project. I made one and we will make paper basket. I think it came out adorable. So we will make one just like this. So to do this, I purchased those little decoration pieces from Dollar Tree. They sell them with little trucks with the Easter eggs or little gnomes. So I actually opened some and I think they are so cute. So there's total of 3 per section. So that's 12 in each tray. And these are the little cars. So we will use some of those. I will use double-sided tape as well as glue. And I like art glitter glue. We will need some tools. And we will need one flap, which I cut it off of the box of corrugated carton. I made my design already and I chose to be oval shape. You can make it round one, you can make square one, you can make, and this is going to be used for the base, so you can make any shape you want. And we will use, I believe, only 2 sheets of paper. We will start with 2, we'll see if we need any more. So for this piece, I will just cut this out. Okay, I will just even out the edges a little bit. And I think this looks good. Okay, so I got another piece of paper, which this one is one-sided. The other 2 papers I suggest to be double-sided because when I put together this first basket, you can see white on the inside. When you use double-sided tape, double-sided paper, you will create pattern on the inside and it will be pretty on the inside and outside. So I chose this another piece of paper because we will have to cover the inside and outside of our basket. And this is the color I will use. So I will turn it around and I will just draw the shape. Okay. And we can just cut this out. Okay. Okay, so we got our 2 pieces. They will go on the front and on the back, but not yet. So now we will take our double-sided paper and we will have to cut. So the one that I made, the dimensions are, this is 3 inches tall. So we will cut 4.5 inch paper. Okay, so this will be our height, 4.5 inches. And I think I might use more than one. So I will cut 2 pieces. And now, those pieces we need to cut into 1/2 inch strips. So I'm just doubling up just to make this process a little bit quicker. Okay, so I have my papers cut, and these we will use for the height. And now I will take this paper and I will also cut every ½ inch. And for now I will just cut maybe 12 strips, which would be 6 inches cut down to ½ inch strips. Now the strips don't have to be exactly ½ inch, but they should be really close to it to have nice basket effect, or I should say basket weaving effect. You can see I'm down to 6 inches, so that should be about 12 strips. I don't know if I need any more, but I'm gonna cut down 2 more, so 14 on a board. I'm down to 5 inches right here, 5 inches I got left. So now what we're gonna do, we will take the shorter strips and we will start gluing them. Okay, so I'm gonna glue just a little bit, and I will position it just like this. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start gluing on the opposite sides. So the side that you want for the basket, it should be facing you. So I want this blue, that's why the blue is on the top, and we're gonna do this in sections. So now I'm trying to position this on the middle this way, and then on the middle right across from the one I just placed. And now these we will position on the middle, approximately in between. So we are trying to get nice spacing in between all of those strips. Here, and we go like that all the way around. Okay, as you can see, I have some left, and this will really depend on how big or how small your base is. So I'm just gonna put these on the side, and now whatever we just glued, what we're gonna do, we're gonna fold every piece to the other side. So this is gonna be our base. Okay, and you can see that we are beginning to shape our basket. So now I'm gonna take different color, and it just happened that this one is very similar on both sides, and we will start weaving this. So we might want to start somewhere. It doesn't really matter because you won't be able to see this anyway. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna apply glue to the side which you want to see it on the front. So if this is the side I want to see it on the front, I'm gonna just put a dab of glue right here and put it right behind one of those panels, just like that. So now every other one, we're gonna bring it to the opposite side, just like that. So now it's gonna show you, you're gonna see exactly where you need to glue this. So we're gonna apply a little bit of glue right here, and we're gonna glue it. See, and we are beginning to see the little basket weave. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of glue right here and apply it just like that. Now the first row, I'm trying to glue every single piece that is on the outside. Later on, we don't have to. But I want to make sure that the base is holding really well. So I am going to apply to every one. And you see the way you format, every other one is up and every other one is down. Just like that, and you are beginning to weave your basket. So we will go around and I'm going to show you how to join this, because at some point we need to join the paper. Again, one behind and one to the front. Now you can see in here that this one, it has to be like this, right? Every other one. And you can see it that this is sticking out. So I am gonna trim it just a tiny bit to hide this behind it. So let's apply glue right here. And we will apply glue right here at the end. And we will hide this right behind it. Now I'm also trying to push this a little bit down just to cover some of that board. And you see we have just about half done. So now I'm gonna take the second paper, and the one, you can see it right here, this is where we ended. That's where I'm gonna apply this one. Just like that. So we do continue with our design. We're gonna glue this in here, and we will continue the same way. So this one will be down, this one up, down, up. And if it's gonna help you, you can just fold them, just like I'm doing right now. And now again, this is the right side, so I'm gonna put a little bit of glue right here, and I'm gonna glue this one right behind it, just like that. And I will continue gluing. Okay, so now this one will be glued in here, and this has to go behind this one, just like that. So now we need to trim it. You see, this one will be behind, this one will be up front, the blue one. So we need to trim it, and I'm gonna trim it just a little bit shorter so we don't see this from underneath. So I am gonna push this in just like that, and let me glue this one. And now we will glue this piece right here. And we have our first row done. So now for the second row, we need to do opposite, because we need to create that basket wave. So what we're gonna do is the one, for example, this one, it's on the front in here, so it needs to be on the back of the second one. And this is how we're gonna glue it. So let me put a little bit of glue in here. And this one will have to be on the front. So I'm gonna glue it just like that. And now we can also pull every other one to the front. See, just like this. And this is really the basket weaving technique. And you see, we are creating our basket. Now this is going to be the last one. It has to be on the back, but it's a little bit too long. So we will trim it a bit. And this will have to be on the back. Just like that. So now, at this point, we have all of the bottom glued. We really don't have to apply glue to every single one in here. And you could also use double-sided tape if you choose to. I have really thin one. It's about 1/8 of an inch, which I can use, but you're gonna have to use small pieces. And we can just apply it just like that in here, and then just remove the backing and attach it. So it's really totally up to you if you want to use glue or you want to use tape. And now I'm doing, I don't know, every other one or so. You don't have to do every single one. And just the dab of glue just to get this stuck. Just like that. And you always have to glue the last piece. You want to make sure that this is not going anywhere. So now you can see we are creating this basket effect. Again, this is going to be my front. I'm going to apply just a tiny bit of glue. And I will put it right here on the back. Let me make sure this adheres. Okay, so now I can pull every other one to the front. Now this part probably takes longer than anything, but if you prepare it, then the gluing part, it becomes really easy and quick. So now this one will be on the back. I need to pre-cut so we don't see it. And stuck in there. And this will be our second row. As I mentioned to you before, you don't have to glue every single piece. You can glue every other piece. For the third row, we do the same thing. We're gonna glue this in here and make it a little wave all the way around. So I will start this up with you, and I will continue off camera. Okay, so this one will be on the front. So let me do that. With the glue, I gotta hold it just a second or two to make sure it's stuck. And now we will pull every other one all the way to the end. So you see, you can make it as tall or as short as you like. It will really depend on how many rows you choose to do. This is the last one, so we're gonna make a little shorter right here, just like that. So I will glue this all around and I will be right back. Okay, I finished weaving all of the paper and this is what we have. And you can see on this one, on the inside, we are creating almost a design. That's why it's really helpful if you have double-sided paper instead of the one I used on this basket. Now, I have some ribbon. It's a gray ribbon, which I think I'm gonna use it also on this project, just to give it a little bit extra look. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna weave this ribbon right in between, just like this, all around. But the way I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna leave pretty long end because I don't know how much I need to make the bow. And because this is wider ribbon, I'm gonna fold it in half. And I will try to start somewhere on the center, right here, just like that. And maybe I will apply a little bit of double-sided tape just so this ribbon stays put. So I'm gonna apply it right here. This is about the center of the basket. And I'm gonna just try to stick this right there so it wouldn't move on me. I'm gonna do it just the same way as we have done with the paper. So we're gonna weave it every other one, almost to continue with this. It would be easier if you have a little bit narrower ribbon. This one tries to open up, but that's okay. Okay. And now I will cut it in here, just like, okay. And you know, I'm trying to position this at the center. So, okay, I think this is just about right. So now, what we're gonna do, we will fold our paper. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fold every other one just to grab that ribbon right here. And I'm trying to wrap it approximately 1/2 inch. You know, because this is handmade project, I don't know if it's gonna be exactly 1 inch, but I'm gonna try to make it close to it. See, just like that, just so we can hold this ribbon in place. So now we have all of these folded, and I will glue them. When I'm gluing them, I'm trying to glue them straight according to the paper that you have right underneath. Okay, so this is what we have so far. And now we will do the same thing to the other pieces that we have sticking out right here. Now we have some of those strips left, and we will glue them on this one on the inside just like that. But I will also use double-sided tape because I really want this to grab right away and hold it. I think double-sided tape is just, it will work much better than a glue. So I will remove just a little bit of the backing, and I don't know if you can see it, I'm trying to position this so you can see. And now I'm gonna apply it because I want to trap all those ends. See, just like that. So I remove the backing little by little and apply it all around because we want to trap all those loose pieces. And now we get this really nice finish. So we got that portion done, and we will need another strip, and I had these left from the pre-cut pieces. So now I will also remove a little bit of this, of the backing, and I will apply it this way right here. And as I remove the backing, I'm trying to position the paper evenly on the inside, just so I don't have anything peeking on the other side. And you really shouldn't, because the piece that we pre-cut, it also have an inch. So over here where it meets, I am just gonna cut, and here you go. And we have really nice finish on the inside. And we do have our ribbon, and the ribbon is more for decoration than anything because I do want to make it a little bow right here on the front. Okay, so now I will try to make a bow right here. And as you can see, I'm not a bow maker. So now let me fold this in half. All right. And you know, I'm not really too good with bow making, so I am just gonna stick the edges or the leftover piece just like that in here, so I get some kind of shape to this. Now, so some of you who actually know how to make the bows, I'm sure you can make this beautiful. Okay, well, this is my little bow. So now we need to make the handles. To make the handle, I'm gonna use the leftover piece that I have of one of the colors. And I will cut that to 2.5 inches. We're gonna cut this down to 2.5 inches. And I have some of this blue left, which I will cut down the length to 6 inches. But I will need 2.5 inches wide piece, actually 2 3/8. So we're gonna pre-cut this to 2 3/8, 2 3/8 by 6. And we will score this to 3/4 inch, turn it around, and 3/4 inch. I will fold this and leave it just like that for now. And we're gonna take this long piece and we will score at 3/4 inch, turn it around, and 3/4 inch. So I will fold over this piece. And I will fold this side. Just like that. And we will glue this. This will be part of our handle. Okay. And we will glue this side also. Let's make sure this is all stuck. Okay, so this will be our handle, and this piece, this is the 6-inch long piece. We will cut this to 2 pieces measuring 3 inches. So now we got 2 pieces, each one measures 3 inches. And I will score this at a little bit more than 1/2 inch. Just like that. I need just a little mark, scoring mark in here, and we're going to do this on both pieces. Just a little bit more. It's almost it's almost 1/2 inch plus additional 1/8. The reason why I made this is because we're gonna pre-cut right here, just straight cut to the corner of these two scores. And we're gonna do this only on one side. And this piece, we will do the same thing. You can see that there are two scores in here. And I will just cut it down just like that. So those two pieces we will be gluing onto this one. But before we do that, this should be dry. We're gonna try to create the curve for the handle. So just like you would do with the plastic ribbon, when you try to create a little swirl, you do the same thing. So this will be the handle. Now if I take the basket and I put this handle on, to me it seems like it's just a little bit too short. This is the reason why I created those as an extension for the side. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna apply glue onto the handle, approximately 1/2 inch, and we will glue that right on the middle of our piece, just like that. So we will do the same thing to the other side. So you see the pre-cuts are on the outside. We're gonna turn this around. The handle, I'm gonna apply glue on the right side of the handle, approximately 1/2 inch. I turn this around. And I will glue it just like that. So what you need is something that looks like this. This is the right side of the handle. Here is the extension on both sides. So now when we turn this around, we're gonna glue this piece all the way around the handle like that, but we will not apply any glue on this side. We're gonna leave it open. So let's glue this here, and I'm gluing only to that score. So I want to make sure that this handle, this one, is glued right here, just only to the score. And we will do the same thing on the other side right here, only to the score. We are trapping this handle right on the inside, just like that. So this is the extension of our handle, and we will do the same thing on this side. So I do want to make sure that this is stuck nicely. I apply the glue only to this score right here. Just like that. And we will do the same thing on this side. Alright, and this is also open. So now the piece that is open, you can see we can open this up, and those two flaps are free. I am just gonna glue this together just like that. And I will do the same thing on this side. Just like that. So now when I take the basket, this is the handle that we created. So now the side of the basket, I'm trying to position this kind of on the middle of the side. And now what I'm gonna do, I am gonna apply glue. I'm gonna open this up, apply glue right here on both sides. I am taking the basket and I'm trying to trap the basket right here. So let's make sure this is all stuck. Just like that. And we will do the same thing on the opposite side. So right here, you see, on the opposite side, I'm positioning this just like that. And this is how we're gonna glue this. So I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna apply the glue. I position right here, and I will trap the basket right on the middle, right in between. So let's make sure that this is all stuck. Just like that, and we have the basket with the handle. As you can see, you can kind of format your handle however you want. And now we still have those two pieces left, which are gonna go on the inside. Before we place them on the inside, please try it to make sure that they fit nicely. And as you can see, this one does. So we will apply the glue right here. And we will glue this on the inside. So let's just make sure that this is all stuck. Just like this. And now we have this side left. So I am also gonna try this first. And it fits beautifully. So we can apply the glue all the way around. And we will apply the paper to cover all of this. Let's squish it to make sure it adheres. And our basket is done. So now we will add additional decoration. And it is really totally up to you. I showed you that they are, I bought two different ones. If you want, you can put little car in here. Or you can put this little gnome. And actually, I think I'm gonna make a combination. So I think I'm gonna glue the car to the front. And I will use the little gnomes on the side. So let me just cut off those strings. So I will position the car first. Just like that. I'm gonna squish it a little bit from inside to make sure that this is nicely stuck, and it is. And now the little nuns, I'm gonna put it right here on the side. We can put them right here. Just like that, little decoration for the handle. We will do this on both sides. Just like that. So here we have the little truck from Dollar Tree. On the sides we have the little nuns, also from Dollar Tree. We got our handle. Now I also have this ribbon that I purchased from Dollar Tree, and I actually never used this one. It's very pretty. So I'm thinking to use some of that to cover the holes on a num. And I use, the nums are blue. So I think I will cut something to kind of match that. Oops, I lost this one. I don't know, they change colors with the light, so. Okay. Now, if you don't have this tape, you can use anything. You can use little bling, just to put it in here. Just something to cover that hole. So I just apply a little glue. Just position that right here. And it doesn't want to stick, which is okay. I will take my double-sided tape and we'll just cut a little piece and place it right here. And then just slide it on that glue. So I gotta remove this and put it where it belongs. Right here. And I'm gonna apply that little flower just like that, just to cover that hole. And I will do the same thing on the opposite side. Let me just remove the backing. And here is the second bling. And our project is done. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, share, comment and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. So I think this is adorable basket for Easter. I will use this one as a decoration on my table.